fingers right away. If you use insulin daily, you might be eligible to get your own continuous.
Welcome to Vital Signs. We are here today because we are sharing what's happening in the health and wellness space. How can we bring about peak human performance? And I'm really excited to bring back our resident expert in fertility, Jessica Preston with DeNovo. Jessica, welcome back, and I know you've brought a couple of special guests with you.
Oh, thank you so much for having us back. We're so thrilled to be here. And today I brought with me Emily and Tristan, and they have been in our program and are here to share their story with you.
Welcome, Emily and Tristan. It's so exciting to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So I'm going to dive right in. First of all, congratulations. I believe that your journey has been successful with fertility. And I know that it's been quite a journey for you. So it would be really wonderful to share a little bit about what it is that you've done along the way and what made you choose to work with Jessica and her team at DeNovo. What was it that had you say yes so that you could finally get this amazing result?
Yeah, that's a great place to start. So we have a 7-year-old at home, and we have a 3-year-old who's in heaven, and she was stillborn. And that was a really, really difficult situation. And it then subsequently led to some more loss after that, some miscarriages. And so by the time we were introduced to Jessica, we had already been in the traditional system for a little while without receiving too much help. And
I think the next step for the system were to be an intervention or a treatment, right? Some sort.
Right.
But it was more of like a guess and check sort of approach.
Right. And when I was first introduced to Jess, she said that she would study all of our history and every bit of medical information we could get from her, and then we would have 2 hours to talk with her. And when you're used to getting 10 or 15 minutes of a doctor's time, 2 hours was something that just reading that brought tears to my eyes. And I knew that we were going to be meeting someone who really cared and who was really curious, just as much as we are, in terms of what we could do and how we could move forward on our journey.
And some of the things that Jessica said involved drilling down to a root cause and looking at a holistic view, not just treatment options, but what was it in our history, in our minds, in our hearts, in our nutrition, in our physical well-being that was, maybe our area that needed support.
So let me ask you a question. What was the most surprising part of the process working with Jessica? What was it that maybe you were caught off guard, or that you didn't think was a part of the process that made a big difference for you guys as a couple and as you move through this journey?
I think the answer to that was really one of the bigger areas that we needed to work on, and me in particular, which was nervous system work. I was very concentrated on what I could do with my body and what adjustments I could make without really taking into account how much my nervous system was affecting the rest of my health. And so she introduced a practice called heart math that really set us into a trajectory of getting into that place where we were no longer in fight or flight. We were moving into rest and digest and procreate, as she likes to say.
And for me personally, I had no idea that this sort of coaching would help me in so many ways, including at work, ways to deal with difficulties, ways to interact better, ways to be a better leader at work. It was like, wow, I didn't know this was going to be coaching, that like career coaching.
Yeah, it's amazing how what we do in one area of life we do in all. So Jessica, I'm going to turn to you. Did that answer surprise you? And what is it that you would love to share with everyone who's watching and listening who identifies with this story? Like, what is it about your techniques and your coaching and your team's coaching that really helps with that nervous system regulation?
Yes, it's actually not a surprise for me. We do focus on what we call nervous system regulation, but it's so hard for people to understand what that means. And I think the bottom line is about 5% of us is conscious. It's conscious of what we're thinking. We have the same thoughts and patterns every day, and 95% is unconscious. So it's those programs that we have that are underlying our known thoughts that actually impact our nervous system. So we at DeNova, our entire team got together to find out how can we best help people understand that subconscious space. So what we do is we help everyone settle their nervous system into a place where they can receive the information and they can have an easier time changing their nutrition or their lifestyle or their communication at home with each other, communication with your own self, communication with your loved ones, as Tristan said, people at work. And so that is a big focus, and it's very important in any of these lifestyle change programs to really look at nervous system safety.
Thank you so much for that. And I have a burning question for Emily and Tristan today, and that's, you've been through quite a journey. You've been through loss. You've been through this nervous system regulation. What was that emotion that you felt when you recognized that, hey, wait, we've actually met with success? And talk to me a little bit about that emotional journey, because after we've experienced loss in a fertility journey, even if we have conceived, sometimes there's a lot of fear around what if it happens next. Like, talk to me a little bit about what that emotional journey looked like and how you were supported by DeNovo.
Well, the support is second to none. We meet weekly with a team of experts who can address anything really that comes up, any fear or any test result or anything, and there's someone there that can speak to it, and oftentimes from multiple different perspectives. And so that is really an invaluable resource to have such an amazing team that's rooting for you and cheering for you, but also just so has such expertise at the same time. They're not just cheerleaders.
Tristan, any words for this? I mean, what are y'all feeling now? You're pretty far along, and it's coming up quick. Like, what are you experiencing now from an emotional standpoint? How are you guys feeling about the next couple of weeks as you embark on this next chapter?
Yeah, sometimes we don't like to admit the risk in a fertility journey and a pregnancy, but we know and have experienced the trauma from loss. So each step presents new fears and new data, new information, new feelings, new experiences with Emily's body. Every pregnancy is different. So we are step by step recognizing those fears, saying, hey, they're real, and then processing them and coming up with some ways to think about them and how to be in a healthier mind space, again, with the nervous system being in a place of calm and rest so that baby has everything that we can do to make them happy and healthy as much as we can. So yeah, walking through those fears with the support team is incredible.
That's fantastic, and you've got my support right there with you, Jessica. As you hear these words from this amazing couple, and we celebrate their journey, any last words that you'd like to leave our audience with today?
I'm so happy witnessing and watching Emily and Tristan through their whole journey, and we get just as excited to meet with them as they are to meet with us every week. They're in our pregnancy program now. They were in our pre-pregnancy program, and now we are at 32 weeks, and we're looking at the home stretch and super excited for them.
It's amazing to see. It's great to hear from you. Thank you so much, Emily and Tristan, for sharing your journey with us, because I know many people at home are experiencing some of the same fears, some of the same traumas, and to know that there is something else out there. Thank you for sharing your journey. I really appreciate you today.
Of course. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, and we wish the best for everyone out there.
Thank you and congratulations. Jessica, once again, thank you for your expertise. If people are watching and they would like to learn a little bit more about their program, how can they reach out to you?
Yes, thank you for that, Jen. So you can go to our website at denovofertility.com. We are on Facebook at Denovo Fertility Community. We are also on Instagram, Denovo_fertility. You can find us on TikTok as well as YouTube and LinkedIn.
Thank you so much. And we do have to take a brief break, but we will be right back after these messages.
These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
Call 855-993-2096 right now. That's 855-993-2096.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Welcome back to Vital Signs. We are really excited to be here with our resident fertility expert, Jessica Preston with DeNovo Fertility. And I believe she's brought some very special guests with us today. Welcome back to the show, Jessica.
Thank you so much for having me back. And yes, I am so excited to introduce you to my team. We have a team of 8 of us, and we are there and present for every single couple in our program. And between us, we have a diverse background of professionals, totaling 150 years of experience between all of us. So if I could just introduce to you, and I'm just going around my screen, I'm not sure where they are on yours. So I'm Kelly Curtinatus. She is our functional medicine health coach. She's also an RN. I have Emily Serona. She's our somatic coach, and she works in our relationship work as well. I have Gail Solway. She is a pharmacist with a master's in nutrition and a certification in mindfulness, and she does most of our nutrition and mindfulness program. I have Jennifer Ireland. She does our heart math biofeedback training and hypnotherapy. And then on our men's team, I have Leo Rodriguez Moran, and he is one of our dad coaches. He also has a master's in social work. I have Dave Tuscany. He's a dad coach, and he's been working in coaching with relationship work for many, many years, as well as John Carlson, who also works in the coaching field and coaching space. Thank you for having us.
Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm really excited to see everyone here. And Jessica, talk to me a little bit about why is a team approach so powerful when we're talking about health transformations?
Well, I'd love to turn that over to my team. You hear from me a lot, so I wonder if somebody else would like to take our question to start.
Yeah, I can start us off. I think it's incredible with a team such as ours. Not only do you get the diverse background, experiences, training, and education piece, but we all offer this really unique perspective. We all have different perspectives in life and different areas that we come from, and that we can really share from the heart. And that allows the individuals that we work with to feel that they're coached, that they're being held and being supported in a whole, well-rounded, diverse, unique space. So now I'll turn it over to John.
Dave, you're muted.
Thank you. So the other thing is that with each of our clients, that they have a different affinity for different coaches. So this allows one of us to always be there for the prospect, for the client at the right time, and be able to share with them what they need.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is, lifestyle modifications are really hard to implement sometimes. Like, how do you take your supplements every morning? And each of our clients is going to have a different background when it comes to that. So, for example, somebody with ADHD is going to need to resonate with somebody else who knows how to handle that situation versus somebody who's a perfectionist in taking care of themselves is going to have different issues that come up. So having our team really helps catch everybody in all their different unique eccentricities.
So one of the pieces that strikes me here is so often in the care that I've received where I'm working one-on-one, but our team approach is imagining you're coming in with a team of 8, all of us fully accessible, available, and supporting you and your goals. So like we're committed to you. And what I love about us is we're all in, wanting to come together, each of our expertise to be here exactly for where you're at, for each of you as a couple, in supporting you and why you've come to this point and helping to grow your family. It's really beautiful.
I just want to add that we as a team witness the power of the team almost every week of the program when we hear any one of our couples referring back to one of the things that one of our team members said to them in one of the previous weeks and how it affected them and how it influenced them and how it helped them as they navigate their way through the challenges they're facing.
And the last piece for this is we know in science and in study that community actually is anti-inflammatory, which actually will also help our hormonal balance.
You know, I really appreciate the team approach that you guys are taking, and you have a very large team, and you're all working together in unified way to support your clients. So talk to me a little bit about how do you foster communication within your own team so that you can support your fertility clients?
Within our own team, we have a level of connection with each other. And just an example is we weekly meet and we talk about what's going on in our lives. And just this morning, one of our team had something that was really on her mind and it was really bothering her. And using the techniques and the ability of the dialogue, we were able to really support her to feel heard and to feel loved through that. And we carry that through to our clients day after day.
I think recognizing as a team that our work and growth and education is never done, and just really calling that into our own space, reminding ourselves that we're still at work as well, and conveying that message to our clients too, that it's an ever evolving process.
And the personal stories, it's not just the kismet of all of our heart shared space and how we meet each week. I mean, we go through and we check in to support one another, just as we offer and support our couples. And even like in the case for myself, having the personal stories, and we're able, many of us here have, to share with one another what our journeys were like, and then to be able to bring that compassion and then to support our clients just on their very journey. So I love that we all have a great sense of understanding and truly wanting to be there and do whatever we can and supporting our couples with their goals.
I could just add that when it comes to internal communication, everybody here has gone through the same processes that we ask of our clients. So everybody has done the biofeedback and the hypnotherapy and looked at the nutrition, and we've had our own struggles with it too. So we really feel that inherently when we are relating to our clients as well.
I really like that you've brought that, because when we as an internal team are able to really gel together and practice what we preach, it really shows forward. So Jessica, could you give me like an idea of what is it like for a couple to be working with you guys as the team of fertility session?
So you mean, how do we go through the process for a session? So what we do is we have a half hour of education, and before that we may, if it's the week before, we ask questions. Do you have any questions from last week? We answer those. We have a short educational piece that's about 20 to 30 minutes because we know attention span, and you also get a recording of that so you can review it. And then what we do is we separate into moms and dads groups. So as you can see, we have a co-ed group here. So everybody is called a mom and dad from day one, because as we said, we work on that nervous system regulation and safety. And so what we do is we separate into moms and dads, where the women go to one group and the men go to the other group for moms and dads. And then we have that space where we can really hold space and have community, where we can help people find their own answers to their questions or answers to their struggles and then follow up the following week.
That's really powerful. And I would love to just ask a follow-up question to that. And how do you guys communicate so well and effectively within these group sessions so that every one of your clients, all your moms and your dads, feel truly supported?
We take a lot of time with listening and learning to listen with one another, and having that, creating a real safe space so that people know that they are able to be seen and heard. And we do that with one another. As you heard our team say, we meet weekly, and we really share open-heartedly with what's going on in life, with whether that's our personal life, our family life, our business, and we carry that through so that our clients can see not only are we in it with them, but they're truly seen, heard, and can be supported in the spaces that they're working on.
We also discuss each couple together. So we bring our heads together to create that team effect so that our couples can have the best outcome of their experience.
We can liken this to those family meetings at a hospital when you have a loved one who had something go wrong, like a stroke, and then you have your physical therapist, occupational therapist, your social worker. How are they going to be taken care of at home? Their physician. This is the team that comes together to really truly support that couple. And so that is how we've modeled this, the same way that we have a family meeting, so we can have every facet of their needs addressed.
Thank you so much for sharing that. It was really a pleasure to have each and every one of you on here and to kind of get a little sneak peek inside what happens and what sets really De Novo Fertility apart from the rest. So thank you for your expertise in sharing that. And Jessica, if people are watching and they're interested in this team-based approach, this results focus that is truly being seen and heard as a future mom and dads, how can they reach out to you?
So feel free to come to our website, denovofertility.com. You can sign up for a phone call to see what we're about, what our programs are like, and that phone call will be with one of the people you see here on this screen. We don't have a call service. We don't have a receptionist. You'll speak with one of us, and then we'll see how we might be able to serve you best. You can also find us on social media. We are at De Novo Fertility Community on Facebook. On Instagram, we're _fertility. We are also on TikTok. We're also on TikTok and YouTube and LinkedIn.
Thank you so much once again for all of you coming and sharing your expertise. Thank you for the work you're doing in this world. And thank you for sharing with my audience today. Jessica, it was a pleasure as always. We do have to take a brief break, but we'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, I am Noura Al-Masri and welcome to Echoes of Impact with Noura. Join me on a journey where we celebrate the power of women in business, the driving force behind growing nonprofits, and the architects of change in our community. We'll explore strategies for building successful businesses, increasing cash flow, and saving on taxes. Tune in to Echoes of Impact with Noura, because when women succeed, we all thrive. See you there.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
Call 855-993-2096 right now. That's 855-993-2096.
Welcome back to Vital Signs. We are going to shift gear, and I have our resident longevity and peak human performance expert, Lisa Brooking, here in studio with me today. Lisa, welcome back.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here.
Okay, Lisa, fountain of youth. We are all fascinated with skin. We all want to look radiantly beautiful and healthy. So we put all these creams and things and potions on, but what's the skinny on getting truly radiant skin?
Oh my gosh, do you want the secret?
I do.
Well, it's healing from within. And so that really starts with gut health. And, you know, if our gut is processing high sugars, processed foods, unhealthy diets, unfortunately that comes out in our skin and our pores.
Ooh.
I know. And heaven forbid if we're not hydrating, then that just adds insult to injury. And that's where those wrinkles start coming in and such. So you have to heal from within.
Okay, so talk to me. You mentioned the wrinkles thing, and for those of you who don't know, I am a grandma, not a grandma, but a grandma. So how do we keep these wrinkles from forming? Like, tell me, what's the secret here?
Hydration, 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 and food, and healthy foods. You know, there's nutrient-packed foods. Guess what they are? Leafy greens.
Oh,
you know,
no, we have to eat our greens?
You have to eat your greens. You got to eat your nuts. And you just need a wholesome diet. And with that, you're going to get all those great nutrients. So we're putting on those vitamin C and A creams on our face. But really, if we just heal from within, there won't be the need for those types of creams because your skin will glow.
Oh, I love it. Glowing from within. Mm-hmm. Any other secret sauce to this fountain of youth on the exterior?
Well, certainly there's a lot in the space that's happening around functional aesthetics. And so what that means is, you know, how can we regrow your skin cells, because it is our largest organ, and really bring it back, rejuvenate, right? Versus putting the fillers and Botox in. And so that space is rapidly evolving, and it's so exciting to just be alongside the progress. And so there are so many great companies out there that are able to swab your skin and then create special products for you based on your skin. So if you are suffering from a certain skin condition, there is help. And with the space advancing so rapidly, you could have personalized skincare products for you to help what's maybe on the outside that you're not quite pleased with, but then also combining that with healing from within, you're going to have that fountain of youth for decades to come.
So, you know, I know the question I'm going to get from all of our viewers and listeners. Can we really turn back time?
Yes, you can.
How long does that take?
Well, it's a combination, right? You don't want great skin, but then you don't have your memory or you're littered with diseases. And so it is a combination of a whole body, whole health approach. But we can turn back the clock. There is amazing tests out there that do that. So we look at our chronological age versus our biological age. So for example, if you're 40, but your body's 60, oh my gosh, sound the alarms. And what is happening on the inside? Because those diseases are starting 10 years before you're actually maybe seeing the symptoms, going to your doctor, and getting on those pills to manage it. So if you want the fountain of youth, you certainly got to take care of your body now. Take care of it by eating healthy. You're going to get great skin, and you're going to get longevity out of it.
And I'm hearing health as an asset class. We talked about that on a previous show. So when we think about glowing from within, and we think about being radiantly healthy in a way that it just shows to everyone, people can see that we are healthy just by looking at us. How much of that is impacted by, for example, our stress?
Oh, so much of it impacts it. Stress is, you know, it's such a significant influence on our overall health. And so we need to make sure that we're managing our stress, because you could be eating healthy, moving, but you're stressed. So if you're stressed out, you're going to ultimately create that inflammation that's going to maybe prevent the gut from doing its job and absorb those nutrients, or you're going to have inflammation in the brain, so that's potentially causing you to have some brain fog. So stress needs to be managed, and there's so many ways to manage it versus reaching for that prescription. Let's look at the underlying cause, and then how can we help to fix it.
And so just to kind of like wrap this up in a bow, and I just want to wrap it in a bow, because what I'm hearing is I can turn back the time. I can look younger than I am by curing within, by eating healthier foods, by hydrating, and by managing my stress. And I don't need all of those magic potions, brews, and anything else that's an injectable into my skin, but it takes time. How long? Because this is something that we all want. We all want it now. We live in an immediate gratification. How long will before we start to see some progress when we start eating healthy, hydrating? Like, what can we expect to see so that we know we're heading in the right direction?
Well, that's the $1 million question, isn't it? So, I think the same principle applies. You go to the gym on January 1st, you don't expect to have that six-pack.
Oh, sure we do.
Okay. Well, the reality is it takes time. And so it takes that commitment, and then you start to feel the changes, see the changes, and then people notice the changes, and then you've totally transformed your health. And so the same with healing your skin, really wanting that radiant skin, turning back the clock. It starts with good measures now, and practices you use not just 1 day a week, but 7 days a week. So you want to stay hydrated, not just on the Monday. You want to hydrate throughout the work week and your weekend, maybe a little extra if you're finding that you're, doing some exercise and you need to supplement maybe with some electrolytes. So it is personalized for each person and how quick the transformation will happen. But I can tell you, if you're somebody that hasn't done anything, you're going to see those changes real quick, because again, your body is just craving the nutrients, craving that hydration, and you'll start to see and feel the changes.
And I believe in that. I mean, I'm not going to even guesstimate what percentage, but the vast majority of the population is chronically dehydrated.
That's correct.
And so if you look at a room with 100 people, more than 50 of those people are chronically dehydrated. So hydration might be a really good place to start.
It is, and it puts such a strain on all of our organs. And so really we're not setting ourselves up for success. So if we're dehydrated, it's preventing so many of our organs to be able to function properly. And so if our organs are then limping along, then how's it supposed to work on longevity and optimization when it's just dealing with the fact that it's being dehydrated? So we want to be the fountain of youth. We want to have energy and vitality and have great skin. We need to start with hydration. We need to start healing the gut from within, eating those great nutrients that are nutrient dense, getting away from being on the defense to offense, like health driven, not waiting for something to happen and then fix it. So even if you don't have any skin issues now and you think, I have great skin, I don't need to take care of my skin. No, you need to take care of it and just keep that great momentum going versus waiting till it does have an underlying issue, and then you're working already 5 steps back.
And how does Health Code Medical help clients with glowing from within and getting that radiant skin from the inside out?
Well, we offer a truly personalized approach. So we use functional medicine. So that's the type of medicine that gets to the root cause and looks at it holistically. So we do a whole health, whole body approach to your area of concern. We have fantastic testing from all around the world. So we bring in the best in class. So we're always staying alongside progress. So every time you come to us, we'll have the next new thing, which is fantastic. And then with that, we blend a great plan. And if you want, we're here for you to support you throughout the year. Some people just want those insights and they can action it on their own. So really, we are able to offer just the insights, or the insights plus a whole team, and an amazing team of individuals who also embody this way of living. And so you kind of get the bug, and then you feel excited to be part of something, and you identify. It's who you are.
I love it. It's just a part of who you are. And people fly from all over the world to come work with you.
Yes, that's correct. And our clientele come to see us. So we're located in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and we're so grateful to have to have clients from the great state of Texas, as well as throughout the U.S. And overseas. And what makes us different is it's a standard approach, but then we're overlaying that beautiful personalization, because a male, a female, different age groups, we're at different stages of life. And so our approach should be different as we're predisposed to different things at different stages of life.
That's fantastic. And for those who are watching or listening, how can they reach out to you so that they can get more of this amazingness? Like, I know you have a tremendous amount of resources. How can they reach out to you?
Healthcode.ca we can be reached on, so that's our website, as well as Health Code Medical on Instagram.
Health Code Medical on IG. I love it. And so thank you for everything that you have brought in, all your wisdom. If before we break for commercial, what is the one action step that you would like our viewers to take today?
I'd love your viewers to want to take agency over their health. And in order to do that, you need to hydrate, you need to learn more about your health. And so I really encourage your viewers to want to take charge of their health. In order to do that, they need to learn more about it so they can be on the right path forward.
Fantastic. Thank you for everything and for your expertise. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, Jen.
And we will be right back after these messages.
These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
Call 855-993-2096 right now. That's 855-993-2096.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Welcome back to Vital Signs. We are going to shift gears and talk about our youth, kids, and health. What does that even mean? Well, to demystify that, we have brought our resident expert in peak performance and longevity, Lisa Brooking, here. Welcome back, Lisa.
Thanks, Jen. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, kids and youth, spill it.
Well, we worked so hard to be able to produce a child, and then they arrive on this earth, and are we taking the proper measures to ensure that they are set up for success? Well, it really starts with ensuring that they have health on their side, not just as an infant and through their childhood, but also for life into their youth and older adults. And so with that, we have to take good care of their health.
And so I'm just going to be devil's advocate here because I raised a child. I now have grandchildren. And grandchildren right now, one of them is 3 and the other is 8, and they don't want to touch a green vegetable, let alone eat it. So how do we get our kids and our youth engaged in these health practices?
You know, I'm no expert. I'm not a grandmother, but what I can say is it making smiley faces out of the peas, the green peas, or the carrot sticks and making a little snowman? I'm not sure, but it's certainly, we need our kids to eat healthy. We want to set them up for success in life. We, of course, want them to have a better life than the one that we've had. And so in order to do that, we got to take good care of their body so it can grow and be healthy and strong.
Yeah, so on that, the way that we do it is we do smoothies and we sneak the greens in with, you know, the peanut butter and chocolate or whatever else that they like to taste in with it. So, I mean, it's kind of like a ninja approach, and I'm not sure it's the healthiest approach, but we do whatever we can to get it in.
Absolutely, and no judgment. Maybe switching to hummus may help, but certainly we want to be able to get those greens in, and certainly when they're of the age where they can be chewing the raw vegetables, we want them to have good teeth and you know, good healthy microbiome. So we certainly want them to be able to be ingesting those as much as possible. But again, if you need to make the smoothie, you need to make the smoothie the path of least resistance.
Right, absolutely. We've got to get it in. Now, movement is a different story. How do you get the kids to stop moving is my question. I mean, I'm a grandma. I take good care of myself, but man, they wear me out. So what does it look like for healthy movement for our kids? What's too much?
I'm not really sure if there's too much. Certainly movement is so great, and you wear them out and they probably sleep like lambs. But it's the problem when they're too sedentary. They're in front of the screens, you know, they're sitting in front of the television, in front of the computer, and we want them outside. We want them playing, you know, learning those body mechanics, and then learning sport as well. So certainly, I don't think there is any limit to how much time that they can be outside playing. So I say keep running with that. Certainly health is very important as they're getting into youth and then into university. You know, we really focus them as a young age to make sure they're ingesting those good foods. But what about after they leave the house and they're off to university?
And they eat pizza and drink beer.
Yes.
I know how that goes.
Yes. But you work so hard to get them on maybe a football scholarship or into a good school, and they aspire to be a doctor or a lawyer. And so with that, in order to be able for them to fulfill their dreams, they very much need health on their side. So while they are going to enjoy the luxuries of being away on campus and making those decisions that maybe they'll regret if they're drinking too much, but certainly it's that underlying foundation which they learn as a child. And so they may stray away for those first couple months, or that Froshman 15, which is where most people gain weight in first year. If they want to get their health back on track, they need to go back to those fundamental principles of good, healthy eating so that they can have a rewarding experience in college.
Absolutely. And so Talk to me a little bit about this trajectory, because when our kids are little, we have to model the behavior. And so if we are going, ew, gross, I don't eat Brussels sprouts, guess what our kids are going to mimic? Like, we have a lot more control over it. But once they hit middle school to high school, we kind of lose that influence. Mm-hmm. How do we make that shift as parents? Because I've lived through it. It wasn't very much fun. To see that my influence wasn't the primary, it was really their peers, and their peers may not like have the same food hygiene as we did at home. So how do we navigate that as parents?
Engage the kids. So engage children in not just setting the table for dinner, but helping to mix that salad, chop up those vegetables. Maybe they're helping to make their lunch for the next day as much as they can. And so I think being a part of the process is really what helps create that muscle memory. And so it just becomes natural to then to embody those healthy, active lifestyle.
I love it. And so as we think about all of the things kids and youth, what are the other considerations that we haven't thought? Like you mentioned technology and how it's made our children more sedentary. What are the other aspects? Because I know mental health is a big concern. Like people think about social media and the impacts on our youth. Like what should we be considering with regards to our children and our youth and their screen time?
Yeah, well, certainly limiting the screen time, and it's up to each parents' discretion on what that looks like. But certainly, we want our kids with their nose in books, playing games, playing outside, certainly, and that helps to support healthy brain function. As well, being mindful, not just what we're eating, but what they're drinking. So are they drinking sugary drinks and energy drinks and all these different things that give you that spike in blood sugar and that really adrenaline rush, and then they crash? And so we certainly want the children and youth to be mindful of what we're giving them, because that's going to create that mood instability. And a lot of that is driven from the sugars.
Okay, so we are what we eat. I was told that as a kid. They had those commercials. No one knows what those commercials are if they're younger than me, but You Are What You Eat was a big campaign. And so as parents, it is our responsibility to model the behaviors and to instill these healthy lifestyle choices, because let's be real, if you're used to eating very healthfully and then you stop, you feel icky. Like I have a pretty dialed in nutrition, and when I travel and I have to eat something that's off plan for me, like I feel it. And so what we can hope for is that we instill these habits in our kids, and then when they go off or they make a bad choice on the food side of things, they feel it and they want to get back to feeling energized and amazing. So are there any other last minute tidbits on our youth and true longevity and peak performance that we should be considering?
Well, with kids and youth, they also need to have an annual checkup. And if we do think that there's something underlying going on, is there maybe some mood instability? Is it maybe some ADHD? Are they gaining weight? So if there is some underlying concerns, I highly recommend, getting a great medical that's looking through a functional medicine lens. At Health Code Medical, we do testing that helps to see at the root cause. So is there an underlying allergy? And so we can, put all these principles in place, but if we do see that there's maybe something that is worth exploring versus putting a child on a prescription, certainly going through a functional medicine lens could help uncover that and then provide a great path forward.
And is this something that's different than the annual physical to participate in sports?
I think it is. It certainly is, because that's very sports specific from a safety standpoint. And this is really looking at their overall health, like whole health approach. And so you would go to your doctor for the regular vaccines and the regular milestone checkups when you're younger. But when you get into your youth and young adults, you don't necessarily, go for that annual medical. And then not till you're older is when you do. So there's this gap of the population that, isn't checking in with their physician until they need something. And so very much taking a proactive approach, making sure they're on the right trajectory, sets them up for success, and whenever they decide to do in life.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for all of your gems of wisdom. And so for our viewers and our listeners who are at home and they're like, okay, I need to be thinking about this. I would like to learn more about a functional medicine checkup for my kids, my youth. How can they reach out to you?
Yes. Well, we service a lot of families, and we love servicing families because as a unit, we're creating healthy households. And so we can be found at healthcode.ca. So that's healthcode.ca is our website. We're also on Instagram at Health Code Medical.
Awesome. And Lisa, is there any last minute gems of wisdom or any action that we should be taking in addition to everything that you've brought us today?
Oh my goodness, there's so many, but let's put our phones down. Let's engage in life, engage with our children, engage with the world around us. We have so much to be grateful for. If we have health on our side, the options are truly limitless.
I love it. You heard it here, folks. If you have your health on your side, the options are limitless. So thank you so much for your expertise today. I really appreciate you.
Thanks, Jen.
And unfortunately, all good things do come to an end, including this show. But the good news is we will be here the same time, same station next week. But until then, it's time to take action because you've heard all of these amazing tips today. And I want you to take action on just one thing because knowledge without action means we stay the same and we don't actually move forward towards our health. So your job today is to take action on one thing that you heard, move that needle, start to project yourself towards more peak performance and health. And until then, have an amazing day.
This has been a Now Media Networks feature presentation. All rights reserved.
These are the top 3 questions I get from people about investing in real estate. How much money do I need to get to the next level? How do I find good properties to invest in? Can I even make money in this business when interest rates are so high? I answer these questions and many more in my online course, SFR University, where I show you the strategy that I used to build a multi-million-dollar real estate business in 4 years from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or someone who's looking to scale, this course will have something for you. Join us at sfruniversity.com. See you in the course.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
Call 855-993-2096 right now. That's 855-993-2096.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? Or what if it happened here? With MedGuard Alert, you're never alone. You can connect with medical professionals anywhere, anytime. And now MedGuard is introducing our exclusive new CareWatch. If you need help quickly, use it from anywhere to contact medical professionals. No cell phone required. The CareWatch is not only a life-saving medical alert device, it's a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks your blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And here's the best part. If you have Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. The CareWatch is only available through MedGuard Alert. Call us right now. We have monitoring programs starting as low as $1 a day. The call is free, activation is free, shipping is free, and no contract is required. Remember, with Medicaid, you may qualify to get your CareWatch for free. Don't wait. Call us to get your CareWatch right now. Operators are standing by.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
Do you have a car sitting around you want to get rid of? Well, here's a great idea. Donate your car now to help local veterans in your area. Yes, just make one fast call to the Veteran Car Donation Program. Within a few days, we'll come and remove your car for free. You can donate any car in any condition. We'll use our vast network to sell it. The proceeds raised go to help local veterans and their families. And you get a tax deduction. And all you need to do is make this free call. Clean your yard up, get rid of an old car, and help the vets. We make it easy. Make this free call now. Book your fast and easy pickup. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program now.
Taking a trip in the next 12 months? Airlines are under tremendous pressure and they're practically giving away their unsold seats. Like every crisis, this one will end too. But right now is the best time to take advantage of giveaway ticket prices on their unsold seats. We're not allowed to publish these low fares online. The only way to get these rock bottom giveaway prices is to call. So phone low-cost airlines now for airline ticket prices you may never see again.